Chapter 30. Mayor Dick Townsend had the typical polished look of a veteran politician with his snow-white hair, painted-on smile, and his false bravado. He was always the first person into the offices at City Hall at 6 a.m. The sole reason was so he could look at questionable websites that he couldn't at home, especially under his wife's scrutiny. He turned on the lights and walked into his office. His chair had its back towards him. His eyes widened as he noted a head poking out of the top. "Excuse me," Mayor Dick said. The chair spun on its wheels, and Jordan stared back at him, sneering. "How did you get in here?" demanded the politician. Jordan smirked at Mayor Dick. "How did you become mayor?" "How can I help you?" changing his tone. The culprit stood and gestured for the mayor to sit down, while Jordan sat in the visitor's chair. "I believe we can help each other, Mayor Townsend," he said, his voice dangerously low. "How's that?" "It has dawned on me that King Po is not the true power in this city." "Who is, then?" Jordan leaned forward. "Mayor Dick Townsend is." Mayor Dick, whose confusion was growing, looked at Jordan, a blank expression on his face. "I also know that Alonzo Green has been courting you." Crossing his arms, Mayor Dick squirmed a little in his seat as the man continued. "Alonzo purchased the new cars you and your wife are driving. I also know he has sent you round-trip tickets to Ireland." "They were just gifts. I would never betray the king," Mayor Dick said. He squirmed again as he felt sweat trickle down his back. "It's okay. The king doesn't know," Jordan said. Mayor Dick looked relieved. "The gifts show how important you are in this city." The man sat taller in his seat at his words, but stayed silent. "Every department in this city is involved, knowingly or unknowingly, in King Po's organization," raising an eyebrow at the official leader of the city. Intrigued, the white-haired man put both his elbows on the desk and clapped his hands together. "What do you need from me?" he asked. Jordan leaned close. "I want you to go to Alonzo Green and suggest an alliance with me," Jordan replied, his voice barely above a whisper. "And the king?" asked the mayor. Jordan sat back in the chair and crossed one leg over the other. "Don't worry about the king. I'll handle him," he explained. "Just remember, with the king, you will always be an employee, and with me, you would be my partner." Mayor Dick just smiled. The pair stood and shook hands. "Together," Jordan said, "this city can be ours." Chapter 31. As Brian and Tracy pulled up in her unmarked police car to a warehouse on the docks, a bad feeling grew in her gut. "Are you sure this is the location Rodney told you about?" she asked. "Yeah, this is it," he replied. Tracy looked around at the exterior of the rundown warehouse. "Is this owned by King Po?" An angry expression shrouded Brian's face. "Are you here to help me locate my sister, or are you here to play detective?" "Just notice how remote it is here, and how close it is to the harbor," she replied. "It's a great spot to dump a body," she thought. The detective pulled her gun from its holster and checked it. Brian glared at her. "Rodney's my boy. We have no worries. He's just trying to help us find Kira." "I'm sure," she said in a doubtful tone. Tracy watched him closely as he pulled his phone from his pocket and began typing. "You have been texting someone all morning. Who is it?" Tracy barked. "I'm putting the word out on the street to keep a lookout for Kira," he said. She looked at him uneasily and continued to check her weapon. "You don't trust many people, do you?" Tracy looked up from her weapon and stared at him. "The people you work for? Killed the only person I trusted completely, she muttered. Brian looked away, uncomfortable. It doesn't mess with your conscience just a little? She asked, staring at him. Our nephew, little Eric, will never know his father because of the violent business you contribute to. Brian shifted in his seat. His life is the only thing I know, he rasped. Tracy laughed. What the fuck is so funny? From what Kira told me, your grandmother tried to show you the right way, she said, grabbing Brian's arm as he tried to leave. It's time to make things right. Brian ripped his arm away and stepped out of the car. Tracy put her gun in the holster and followed him into the warehouse.